All right, guys. So we have finished day one of our Fresh Start series, and we didn't get as far as I thought we were going to. Uh, it looks like heirlooms and heirloom mounts make a huge amount of difference, especially in the beginning stages of the game. The starting zone, moving from quest hub to quest hub, there's a lot of ground to cover in Classic, and some of the quests really bounce you back and forth, so you lose a lot of time just traveling on foot. And I think that made up a huge portion of what I was expecting to get accomplished in one day. It definitely met some power gaps as I was acquiring gear, as we shifted from gear that was just white with armor on it into gear that was green and had stats on it. Really felt the difference as we leveled. There were some monsters that we were killing into specials, and then there were some monsters that we really had to, lay a bunch of steady shots into until we got some more gear, and then it came back to the whole killing them one or two shots. So, heirloom power is just a nice consistent creep of power. You're going to stay at that same level, you're going to be constantly two-shotting enemies, and you're not going to have that power gap that I felt. Now, in terms of, was it difficult without heirlooms? Was it hard? Did I feel like I didn't have enough power to take anything down? No, not really. I don't think there's an increase in difficulty, but increased in ease and convenience, definitely, from having heirlooms. So, we did a handful of dungeons. The satchels had some pretty good items in it. We got our neck, our gloves, our belt, couple other items. Obviously, Hogger's trousers come from doing a dungeon. So, a couple of pieces that come from dungeons that we're wearing. A couple of items from the satchel. The experience gains are pretty good from completing. The bonus objectives or the extra bosses in each dungeon are also worth a good bit of experience. They're worth about a quest completion per. So if you think about the time it takes you to do a quest and the time it takes you to move through the trash and kill the next boss, the dungeons are worth it, at least the first time, because not only are you getting the boss kill experience and the kills experience, but you're also getting the quest completion experience. So doing each dungeon to get the quest completion, I would say, is worth it. Now, I skipped some of the dungeons that I knew to be long. I skipped some of the dungeons that I didn't really like. A newer player wouldn't really know what they like or don't like, or what was long or what was short. But we did Nomergon. It's kind of a long one, but a lot of bosses, worth a lot of experience. Scarlet Halls, pretty short. Not a lot to say about it. Haven't done much of the newer ones, just kind of pushing through this, trying to get into the Plaguelands. Really enjoy questing in the Plaguelands. We did Stockades. Stockades is definitely worth it. 3 or 4 quests in there, and only 4 bosses, 3 bosses. Super quick, easy. You're going to be in and out. You manage to group with somebody in full heirlooms or a tank in full heirlooms, and it's almost nothing. So, doing dungeons, worth it. Not sure that I would focus on doing all dungeons. If you're wearing full heirlooms, it's definitely a great way to level, just because you're killing everything so effectively. Gold-wise, we've had a lot of stuff that we can just sell. We're not really keeping much. When we get gear that we can wear, we wear it. We haven't done any auction housing at all, and we're already at 45 gold. That's just from quest completions. That's from running dungeons, selling everything that we get. So gold hasn't been an issue. We got our first mount on time at 20, and I think that we'll be fine to get our epic riding at 40. Now, I picked up a couple of professions. Leatherworking and skinning just felt like it would fit this character. And I think that most new players are going to be picking professions based on flavor, rather than knowing exactly what's great in endgame. And right now in Warlords, gathering professions like skinning aren't that great, but we'll talk about that when we get to Warlords. For right now, we're just going to level it, and we're going to take it with us. We may keep it in Warlords as a way to farm Fellblight, and again, we'll talk about that in Warlords. But I think that's about it for our daily recap. We didn't quite get as far as we wanted to. We're really starting to understand what it's like to level fresh without all the bells and whistles, but still having a lot of fun with it. And I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. If you're coming out and checking the stream, I appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying that as well. You can watch the past broadcasts on my Twitch channel. That information will again be in the description. If you want to watch the full 8-9 hours, If you just want to catch these daily recaps, you can do so where you are right now on my YouTube. Like I said in my intro video, I'm going to take all these daily recaps and mash them into one big video when we reach max level, and I'm going to update my MMO thread with that video. So if you don't want to watch every single day as it comes out, you can also grab the big video when I release it at the end of this leveling process. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys out there.